So this is it, Jess.
I'm
This
so
is
excited.
it. Look at it.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty flash, isn't it?
It stands out.
It certainly stands out all right.
Fab.
That is nice. Anyway, we take it for a spin?
Let's go.
Let's go. I've driven an EV, I've driven a sports car, I've never driven the merging of the two.
Okay.
You know? So I know you're not a driver, Jess.
No,
But I know you are a researcher.
I'm a nerd, Kieran.
So you have actually done the work.
I have. So what I lack in driving skills, I make up for in stats. You know, I
Okay,
love a
so
fact.
talk to me about the stats about this car that I'm driving.
Right, so this is a reimagined roadster. So there's two seats, obviously.
Yes.
Yourself. Outside, it is a gorgeous looking car, which we'll talk about in a quick minute. But the unique selling point, as we just spoke about there, is the fact that this is an electric vehicle. So you've got a range of up to 443 kilometres. Pretty good going, right?
Yeah.
Also, what I love about cars like this, despite not being a driver, is the tech inside. Like this is like you're on the, Star Trek Enterprise. You have a 3-screen cockpit in front of you. So the one on your left is all about the navigation. We can hook up your phone, so if you've got an Apple phone, you can use the Apple CarPlay.
Okay.
If you've got an Android phone, you can use the Android Auto. Then on the right-hand side, we have your trip information. So that's things like your battery information, so we can see the range that you've got left to charge, all that kind of jazz.
Oh, I see, yeah.
And then the one that you're counting as your fourth monitor is your driver info.
It's your speed, it's your speedometer, it's your range. It has a little map here that shows the kind of cars in front of you. You can toggle through sports, custom, comfort, and there's a super sport mode as well, which is usually pretty exciting to drive.
And then the one to your left down, sort of in the console in the middle of the car, this is the infotainment center, I suppose. So you can control the seat temperature. You've got little shortcuts here that have haptic feedback on the top.
Oh, look at this. Do you see the airflow?
Oh, wow.
That's the airflow of the heating, where it's coming to us.
But also, you can tweak the lighting in this car as well. So we can have ambient lighting.
Okay.
We can change the colour depending on the music that we're listening to, whatever you fancy. You can have a little tweak around. Everyone will have seen the scissor doors on this car. And that is really cool because if you're parked in a tight enough parking bay, or if you just want to look deadly, you can open them out. What you'll see when we get out is that there are sensors on the door. And we have a button as well. So once the sensor picks up that you're in the vicinity, you press the button, they elevate up, and then we have little controls on the doors itself or on this console between us where we can close them down. There's all the, like lane assist technology, all the bits and pieces that you'd come to expect.
You know Anthony Bourdain,
Yes.
what he said about food, and I apply to so many other areas of life. He says, I don't care where it came from, what the progeny of the food is, how it was prepared, the conditions of the kitchen. All that matters is, does it taste good? This is a lovely car. This looks lovely, and it is so lovely to drive.
It's very
smooth,
smooth, isn't
that's
it?
the version of the taste. You know what I mean? It is so smooth.
The roof comes down in 10 seconds.
Oh wow, okay.
I timed it. It comes down in 10 seconds, which is very cool.
It is a beautiful day today. You could drive with the roof down. A bit chilly.
It's a bit chilly. But if you wanted to look deadly, you could do it. Now, 10 seconds is very, very impressive. There's also a few other bits and pieces that I think you'd be interested in. So even though we've just put the music down, the sound system in this car, it's not just your standard sound system, it's by Bose.
Oh wow, okay, that's high end.
You know that they are high end. Their headphones, any of their equipment, their speakers are incredible. So to have that in the car, you can see the big speakers on both of our doors there. We'll get the full oomph of those speakers and put them to the test. But as I said, having that built in is pretty class. The other thing, do you want to know that fun fact?
Dude, hit me with a fun fact, Jess.
Okay, so think of a can of fizzy drink.
Yeah.
The cell design and distribution in this car is thinner. It's not as tall as a can of pop.
Wow, it's
Isn't
that
that
narrow.
cool?
That is kind of cool, isn't it?
Fun fact for you now.
Got to play some music, I think.
Do we have to do
Yeah,
country?
no, we don't have to do it, Jess. The point is, we want to do it. We want to do it. What's a good song to listen to while we drive?
Like,
King of the Road. Come on.